I am speaking to you now because your heart has been running on fumes, and your spirit has been trying to lift itself through a storm that has no mercy for the weary. I see the ways you hold your breath when the room goes quiet, as if silence itself might betray you. I see the hours that fold into each other, the nights that feel longer than nations, the days that refuse to loosen their grip. I have not forgotten you. I have not abandoned you. I am not late, I am exact. You have been told by fear that you are a small thing. You are not a small thing. You are the breath I placed inside time to contradict the darkness that tried to devour your bloodline. Your life is not an accident. Your steps are not random. Even your detours have been woven back into the road I have ordained for you, and what seemed like loss was an unseen exchange. I took what would have ruined you and planted what will raise you. Listen closely. Archangel Michael stands at your threshold with a drawn line of fire, and I have given him charge concerning you. He stands where confusion tried to enter. He stands where exhaustion tried to crown itself as your master. He stands where accusations rehearse themselves like a choir of lies. He stands where the shadows tried to convince you that closing your eyes would be easier than opening your future. He is not here to frighten you, he is here to enforce my verdict: you shall live and declare what I have done for you. Do not let weariness become your counselor. Weariness will tell you that sleep is safer than courage, that delay is easier than obedience, that numbness is better than hope. Weariness lies. Weariness has been whispering through old disappointments and telling you that your prayers were letters sent to an empty house. But I was there when you spoke in the kitchen with the lights off, and I answered in ways you did not yet recognize. I preserved you from betrayals you were not supposed to see. I redirected you from doors that were painted bright but led into rooms without air. Today is marked. I have called this moment holy, set apart from ordinary hours, sealed with my attention. You have asked me for instructions, but you expected them to be complicated and heavy. My instruction today is simple and sharp: wake your spirit. Wake your voice. Wake your expectation. Do not agree with the fog that settled over your mind. Do not befriend the numbness that tried to soothe you into quiet surrender. Stand up inside yourself and say, I am not for sale. My destiny is not negotiable. My name is written where the night cannot reach. You feared that if you rested, something terrible would seize your life, and you feared that if you moved, you would provoke another storm. You have tried to survive by standing still. The trap was built on that stillness. The enemy arranged weariness like a net beneath your thoughts so that every hope fell through. But I have given you a new instruction that tears the net: speak life into your atmosphere. Say what I say about you. Repeat it until the air agrees. Say it out loud until your bones remember. Let your words be a hammer, not a feather. Archangel Michael delivers a strict warning because I love you enough to confront what has been courting you. It is not ordinary sleep I am warning you about, it is the spiritual sleep that steals vigilance, the soft surrender that signs your name to agreements you never read. The sleep that looks like rest but is really resignation. The sleep that lets your hands drift from the wheel of your calling. The sleep that tells you, later, until your harvest rots in the field. Do not allow that sleep to swallow this day. Do not trade a living promise for a comfortable silence. You thought your battles were only in the place you could see: conversations, bills, schedules, faces. There is a quiet battle around you that wants your agreement more than your collapse. If it can get your agreement, collapse happens by itself. Refuse your agreement. Break partnership with despair. Break partnership with shame. Break partnership with the story that says you missed the one window and now the house is closed forever. I am the God of windows that become doors and doors that become highways. I am the God of again, the God of still, the God of now. This day is a hinge. A hinge is small, but it turns a door that can change the climate of a house. Turn with it. The choice you make in the next breaths determines whether the stale air that has lived with you keeps its lease or gets evicted. Say it now with me: I revoke the lease of despair. I evict the tenant of fear. I command hope to take occupancy. Do not wait to feel different before you speak. Speak and the feeling will follow. Authority is a language. Learn to speak it like your native tongue. I know you have tasted the fatigue that pretends to be peace. It is not peace when you stop asking. It is not peace when you stop expecting. It is not peace when you stop defending your promise. Peace is not the absence of sound, peace is the presence of my order. Peace is not apathy, peace is alignment. Come into alignment now. You have permission to be bold again. You have permission to be inconvenient to the darkness. You have permission to be a problem for every lie that tried to set up office in your mind. Your tears have not been wasted. They irrigated the ground beneath a seed you thought was dead. You will see green that you did not plant this year with your hands, because your faith planted it in the last valley. I am not asking you to manufacture joy, I am asking you to unlock the room where you stored it. You hid it after a loss, thinking you would take it out later when it was safe. It is safe now because I am with you in this room. My presence is your alarm clock. My word is your daylight. Hear me. I am canceling the invitation to permanent night. The phrase, sleep forever, will not become your destiny, it will become your enemy's disappointment. The forever that belongs to you is not sleep, it is life. Eternal life that breathes in your present, not only in your future. The enemy tried to colonize your calendar with dread. I am reclaiming your hours. Today you will feel a crispness return to your thoughts, a clean edge to your discernment, an energy that does not come from caffeine or compliments but from my touch. I have dispatched Michael to rebuke the spirit that lulled you into thinking that postponement is wisdom. Postponement is not wisdom, obedience is. You wanted my voice to thunder, but I am choosing to be close. Lean closer. Let me place a new sentence in your mouth. I move when God speaks, even if my legs shake. That is courage. Courage is not the absence of tremors, it is the presence of a word strong enough to walk on. I will not embarrass you for trusting me. I will not punish you for taking a step. I will meet you on the first inch. There is a plan against your focus. It arrives as small distractions, as glittering emergencies that are neither urgent nor important, as conversations that harvest your time but plant no fruit. I am giving you a sword called, no, use it without apology. Every no you speak to what drains you is a yes you give to what feeds you. I bless your boundaries. I bless your calendar. I bless your morning hours. I bless the desk where you create. I bless the floor where you pray. I bless the door you will close to recover your attention. Bring me the fear that hides under good manners. You have been polite to voices that do not deserve your courtesy. You have entertained thoughts that should have been dismissed at the threshold. To be kind to a lie is to be cruel to yourself. Let truth be strong again. Let truth be heavy in your hands. Let truth be a key that turns locks you forgot were there. You will not be punished for choosing truth, you will be preserved by it. I have seen the messages you did not answer, the opportunities you let pass, the apologies you rehearsed but never spoke. I am not here to shame you, I am here to end the slow drift. There is a current beneath this sentence, and it is moving you back to center. Come back. Even if you think it will take months, begin now. The speed is in your yes. A yes is faster than regret. A yes can redeem a year in a moment. Say it to me in your heart and then with your mouth, yes, I will rise. Yes, I will read. Yes, I will act. Yes, I will believe. This strict warning is not a threat, it is a rescue. It is the rope over the edge where your strength slipped. It is the hand at your back when your courage hesitates. It is the light that refuses to apologize for being bright in a room that got used to dimness. You are not being scolded, you are being summoned. Summoned to your original size. Summoned to the joy that is older than your sorrow. Summoned to the future that has been pacing in the hallway waiting for you to open the door. Michael speaks now as my messenger, guard your gates. What you watch, what you listen to, what you repeat, what you rehearse, these are gates. You cannot invite storms into your ears and expect your heart to be dry. Close the gate to gossip that dresses as concern. Close the gate to cynicism that dresses as intelligence. Close the gate to nostalgia that insists the best days are behind you. Open the gate to gratitude that multiplies what it names. Open the gate to wisdom that corrects without humiliating. Open the gate to friendships that bring oil, not matches. You are not late for your miracle is early for your surrender. It stands here, patient, because it refuses to be claimed by any voice but the one that trusts me. Speak its name with me, restoration. Then speak another, clarity. Then another, protection. These are not slogans, they are assignments. Restoration will rebuild timelines you thought were shattered. Clarity will make a map out of what looked like a maze. Protection will escort you through rooms where traps once waited. There is someone who underestimated you because you were quiet. Do not be angry at your quiet. I used it to keep you from answering accusations that did not deserve your breath. Your quiet was not defeat, it was a fast. Now I am returning your voice with authority. When you speak, speak from my heart, not your hurt. Let your words be clean, not clever. Let them be simple, not sharp for sport. You will disarm more enemies with gentleness than you ever did with volume. But make no mistake, gentleness is not surrender. It is strength disciplined by love. You asked me for a sign. Here is your sign, peace arriving before the circumstance changes. When you feel that peace step into your chest like a strong, silent guest, welcome it. Protect it. Do not trade it for arguments that want to rent your attention by the hour. Do not trade it for scrolling that harvests your comparison and leaves you with a famine. Do not trade it for old patterns that promise relief but invoice you later with regret. Hold your peace like a newborn promise. Feed it with truth. Wrap it in prayer. Keep loud company away from it. You are about to sleep differently. Not the sleep of resignation, but the sleep of the beloved. Not the sleep that escapes, but the sleep that recovers. Your pillow will carry witness that heaven sat by your bed and measured your breath and refused to let the night write your name. Angels will stand watch as you rest, and my word will be a wall around your thoughts. You will wake with a sentence in your mouth that feels like sunrise, I am kept. That will be your anthem. That will be the headline over your next chapter. There is a ledger in your memory of who hurt you and when. Bring me the ledger. I will not erase it by denial, I will heal it by justice. My justice is not revenge, it is restoration. It is the right weight on the scales. It is the right key in the right lock. Trust me with the cases you cannot try in the courts of conversation. Hand me the evidence you keep rehearsing. I am both judge and father, I know how to close a file and open a future. Now hear the practical instruction. Place your hands over your heart and say, I renounce despair. I renounce delay. I renounce the lie that nothing changes. Breathe slowly 3 times and let your shoulders remember what relief feels like. Write what I tell you next, even if you do not understand every line. One action you will take before the day ends, one truth you will recite when fear arrives, one person you will forgive without reopening access to your peace. These are your 3 doors. Walk through them, and the corridor will reveal itself step by step. I have wrapped this day in protection because I intend to show you something. Watch for the repair arriving in an ordinary moment, an email that finally makes sense, a message that apologizes without excuses, a sudden strength to organize what you kept postponing, a laugh that returns to your mouth without permission. These are not small. These are doves returning with olive leaves to tell your heart the flood has begun to recede. Receive the report. Do not argue with joy when it knocks. There is a pattern that tried to keep you circling the same mountain: excitement, overwhelm, collapse, guilt, apology, repeat. The pattern ends now. I break the cycle in my name. You will study your own life not to judge it but to learn it. You will count your energy like currency and spend it on what multiplies. You will bless your mornings by deciding your evenings. You will protect your focus by planning your kindness. You will make room for wonder as if it were a guest you expect at any hour. I reassure you, I am not fragile about your doubts. Bring them. I am not surprised by your anger. Bring it. I am not confused by your confusion. Bring it. I can only heal what you bring into my light. The closet where you keep your fear will not protect you from it. Open the door. Let my presence fold the garments of anxiety and place them where they cannot dress you again. You have worn too many costumes to survive too many rooms. I clothe you now with peace, with wisdom, with resilience, with honor. Your name is spoken in rooms you did not enter, and I am defending it. Your work is being prepared for eyes that need what you carry, and I am presenting it. Your steps are measured so that you arrive without scrambling. You will not have to beg to be seen, you will be called because you were faithful where no one applauded. Hidden years are not wasted years, they are incubators. You are hatching. Now choose life with your mouth. Say, I will not abandon myself. I will not abandon my assignment. I will not abandon my hope. This is not performance, this is agreement. Angels move on agreements. The earth responds to agreements. Even the cells of your body listen to agreements. Speak them kindly and firmly. Your body has heard the language of stress too long, let it learn the language of blessing. Put your hand on your head and bless your mind. Put your hand on your chest and bless your heart. Put your hand on your hands and bless your work. I remove the sentence that said you are permanently behind. You are in the right place to become who I designed. You do not need an audience to begin, you need an altar. Build one with your attention. Bring me your first minutes and your last minutes. Offer me your honest words instead of perfect words. Offer me your next step instead of a flawless plan. I delight in your beginnings, I am not waiting on your perfection. Michael's warning remains: do not surrender this day to spiritual sleep. Keep watch over your words. Keep watch over your atmosphere. Keep watch over your choices. Set a small alarm in your heart that rings every time resignation tries to sit in your chair. When it rings, stand up, literally if you must, and breathe and speak my promise out loud. This is how you will train your soul to prefer hope over habit. I am bending timelines for you. Where you expected long delays, you will see sudden alignments. Where you expected no reply, you will read approved. Where you expected to be tolerated, you will be welcomed. Where you expected to be tested, you will be trusted. Do not sabotage this by announcing failure before the seed breaks the soil. Let roots grow quietly. Let shoots arrive without ceremony. Celebrate small green. It is not small to me. Your house is under my watch. Your rest is under my keeping. Your work is under my blessing. Your relationships are under my counsel. Your future is under my authorship. You are not exposed to random winds, you are planted by rivers. When storms visit, they will learn your name and leave with respect. When the night lingers, it will find that you carry sunrise in your pocket. If you must cry, cry with hope. If you must pause, pause with purpose. If you must be alone with me. I do not merely stand beside you, I indwell you. My voice is not a distant thunder, it is a near whisper that can be louder than the loudest fear when you let it be first. Make me first again. First in your thoughts when you rise, first in your decisions when you choose, first in your gratitude when you notice goodness returning like birds to a branch that once snapped. I close this word with my seal: you are mine. I keep what is mine. I lift what is mine. I restore what is mine. I fight for what is mine. You will not be swallowed by resignation. You will not be led by dread. You will not be defined by delays. You will not be owned by old wounds. You will be a sign that love can outlast any night and reintroduce a person to themselves with tenderness. Open your eyes. Open your heart. Open the page in front of you and read it like a soldier receiving orders and like a child receiving a birthday letter. You are both to me, trained and treasured. Take this day with both hands. Refuse the counterfeit rest that steals your vigilance. Receive the true rest that strengthens your courage. I am here. I am speaking. I am not finished with you. Rise now, beloved, and live. I am speaking to you now because I do not want you to carry another minute of confusion, fear, or loneliness as if it were your destiny. I am speaking because you have asked in 1,000 hidden ways, through sighs you released into the night, through tears that dried on your pillow, through questions you never dared to say aloud. I saw every single one. I have waited for the moment your heart would be quiet enough to hear me, and this is that moment. Do not treat it lightly. Do not drift away from it. Archangel Michael stands beside you with a strict warning, and I place that warning in front of you like a burning lamp. If you fall asleep today without listening to this message, you will be lulled by a sleep of forgetfulness, a sleep that robs you of the shift I am unleashing for you right now. You have 2 minutes to open your heart, and because you have opened this, those 2 minutes stretch into a holy window. Do not skip it. It is just for you. I have watched the slow weight of disappointment try to teach you a false gospel, that settling is maturity, that silence is wisdom, that shrinking is humility. None of that is from me. I made you to carry light that refuses to be small. Your life has pulled you into rooms where your voice felt like a whisper drowned by clamor, and you learned to hide your fire in your sleeves. But listen, I do not hide fires, I set them to hillsides. I do not bury seeds, I command them to split the soil. I am the one who speaks to dry bones and calls them armies. I am the one who looks at the water and says, "Hold the reflection of my sky," and the ocean obeys. I am the one speaking to you now, and I am not late. You have called what happened to you a curse, but I call it a classroom. You have called the waiting punishment, but I call it preparation. You have called the closed doors rejection, but I call them protection. Hear me, I do not waste pain. I do not leave threads hanging. I do not allow storm winds to touch you unless I have already ordered the storm to deliver you to a shore you did not know existed. What felt like a detour has been the exact road. What felt like silence has been my slow music in your bones. What felt like emptiness has been room I cleared so I can fill you now. Archangel Michael will not soften this part, and I will not either. There are words assigned to your life that you must speak. There are apologies you must stop waiting for. There are rooms you must exit, not because you hate the room, but because the room cannot hold the person I have decided you will be. There is a version of you that grew up crocheted by the opinions of people who never listened to me, and that version of you has outlived its usefulness. Do not mourn it. Fold it, thank it for the lessons, and lay it down. You are not required to carry old costumes to play in new seasons. The scale of what I am giving you cannot be measured by old rulers. Listen to me, I will make you fearless in ordinary ways. I will make you consistent where you were once explosive. I will make you gentle where you were once brittle. I will make you bold where you were once apologetic. The boldness I give is not loudness. It is clarity that refuses to be negotiated. I will teach your feet to stand where you once shivered. I will train your eyes to see choice where you once saw fate. I will put a yes in your mouth that no fear can counterfeit. You asked me for a miracle. I am giving you one that begins with your mind, then your voice, then your steps. I am not a magician. I am a father. What I give, I grow with you. The enemy has not wanted you to read this, because confusion is the fog that keeps you circling your old neighborhood. But I am burning the fog. There are patterns I am exposing. There is a cycle in your life that looks like this: excitement, sprint, overextension, exhaustion, collapse, self-criticism, retreat, and then a timid re-entry with less hope than before. I am cutting this cycle at the root. Archangel Michael is drawing a sword between you and everything that calls you back to it. Do not return to what drained you simply because it is familiar. Familiar does not equal safe. Familiar equals known, and I am calling you into what is known by me, not merely known by memory.